apparently, Eric Bischoff, Hulk Hogan, and Vince Russo are not the answer. Crickets are working overtime this week.
I'm really concerned about Tito's heart. A trip.
Trip to the grocery, I guess.
No, not a trip to the grocery. It was an epic trip that must be discussed.
Oh,
all
right.
It is me and Vince Viagra's trip to see Cinderella in concert.
Well, a rock and roll venture.
Didn't pay a dime to get in to see Cinderella.
Wow, well, fascinating.
So the moral of the story is, even if you're late, you can still do things.
Let's take a look here, see what we can find. Midnight Rose gets down. Hot from the Factstrolla here says, former WWE talent Gene Snitsky set to star in the sequel to Manos, The Hands of Fate.
Which translated is the hands of fate.
The new film will be called Manos, The Search for Valley Lodge. You think he's going to be Torgo? He'd be a very buff Torgo.
What happened to Torgo in the original movie? Didn't just his hand catch on fire and he ran into the woods?
He can't be Torgo. Although, maybe Torgo, realized he was a weakling, and he spent the last, that was in 66, so that'd been 44 years ago, right? So for the last 44 years, Torgo has just been lifting weights in the woods. Training a la Rambo Greg Gagne. What do you think?
That has potential. I'd like to see Rambo Greg Gagne playing the role of the dad from the first movie.
The Master. Didn't the Master show up at some point?
No, the Master. Yeah, the Master did show up.
Mm-hmm.
But the dad took the role of Torgo.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, you want to hear my impression of the dad?
I would love to hear it.
Torgo! He just yell at him. He'll yell at him and get the bags and stuff.
Right.
Now, you know
what the sad thing is? There are people listening to our Golden Tones right now that have never seen Manos, The Hands of Fate.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of Mystery Science Theater fans.
Well, I'm sure. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that no one has seen this movie. I'm saying there are some people who have never seen this movie.
Here's the thing: is in order to do this properly, they need, obviously they will have brand new, fancy, probably digital cameras to film this, but they must film it in 30-second increments, like the first one, because they use that wind-up camera, where every shot only lasted 30 seconds before it had to change.
All right, everybody back out to YouTube. Do a search for Snitsky Heidenreich promo. You will find one from someone that's named Seth Irwin.
I hear you don't like caskets. Like? I don't like caskets. I hate them.
You know, if people are just listening to this, if people were just listening to that and they couldn't pull the video up, it sounded like they were having sex. They were really grunty.
Speaking of train wrecks, Scott Hall has pneumonia. Get well, Razor Ramon.
Get well.
We're all cheering for you. Dear RD and Blade, it is with great sadness that I write to you, as my father has been wrongfully imprisoned. I don't like where this is going. I talked to your web host, Greg at Global Internet, and he said he would help my father by putting up banner ads that would help me to generate bail money for him.
That's distasteful, actually.
I appreciate your support in my efforts. Thanks, MCD. Oh, my lord. Do you see this? It says, Mike Check needs bail. Buy a shirt.
Oh boy. It sounds like somebody's at the door, Dale. Let me get it.
Go get it. See who it is.
C.S. Irwin, guys. What's the scoop this week, guys?
Well, I didn't know there was and that's what your job's supposed to be, I thought. Give us the scoops.
One of my favorite divas is back in TNA.
Oh,
actually,
Lisa Marie. Lisa Marie, one of our favorite. I love Lisa Marie.
She has many names, you know. Many names. Many aliases.
Yes, many aliases she has had.
C.S. Irwin, I know you like to get down to the bottom of things. A lot of people were mystified when Lisa Marie left. Now she came back all of a sudden. Would you care to share any news about this? I know you're on the case. You know a lot about TNA. Looks like the itsy bitsy spider crawled back to TNA.
And there he is. He gave the news again.
Well, he just put on his sunglasses and he just walked away. He just walked out the freaking door.
So just so I'm sure I'm following along.
Yes.
He came in, knocked on the door.
Yes.
He gave us that tiny bit of, now it was great TNA news. It's more,
yeah.
He's given us more TNA news than anybody else ever has.
Yeah.
But he just showed up, knocked on the door, gave that news, put his sunglasses on, and just left.
Although, honestly, he really didn't tell us anything more than what we mentioned.
Well, I guess that is true.
Victoria's back in TNA, and we knew that.
Well,
he's trying.
He's trying.
He's trying.
He is. He may be the greatest TNA correspondent we've ever had. He's not trying to sell cars. He doesn't think that he's on the radio.
He doesn't require oil.
He does not require oil.
Unless he suffers from a lack of women and uses corn oil like Don Mason would use sometimes.
Doesn't require oil. Not our new TNA correspondent. Current wrestling news time here, kids. This is the news you're going to get everywhere else.
At least we're truthful.
Hunter has had surgery again. Our old buddy Triple H. When Hunter is not around, I enjoy wrestling more.
TNA's new plan. More shit we didn't need back. ECW.
What?
What on earth?
Don't people know that when the haiku ends We're not going to answer. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
We got to answer the phone for this. WrestleCrap Radio.
How you guys doing tonight?
Angry Jim. Haven't talked to you in a long time.
Go fuck yourself. I don't care about you or anybody else. I'm angry right now. Did you guys hear they removed my voice from WWE beginning of Raw?
I hadn't heard that, Jim.
Who in the hell wouldn't want to hear my voice every week?
Us.